for this assignment, we're going to be working with two pieces of paper. Your paper's 9.5 by 11 inches. You can see I divided it into quarters. Now my sketchbook's a little bit bigger, so I drew out the lines to 9.5 by 12 inches. So you're going to divide this into quarters equal. So you're going to measure from here to here. This is 9 inches, half of 9 inches is 4.5. So you're going to measure that out, put two marks, draw a line, and you divide the paper in half, and then you're going to divide the paper in half this way. On these two lines, it should measure out to 6 inches as your halfway point. So you're going to have two pieces of paper. One is going to be drawn with your fine tip Sharpie. I want your lines drawn with that. The other is going to be your micron pen, your 01 micron pen, and I want you to draw your lines with that. Now you're going to have an additional part of this assignment. I want you to go outside somewhere and make a clipping with a pair of scissors, and I want you to get a couple lengths of leaves or little branch things. Not overly large. I want these to fit on your piece of paper like so. Now this, we're working with a positive and negative drawing. And these guidelines are going to help us create that drawing, and it's going to help you to see. So when I lay this down, if I try to use two of these things, I'm really creating, my composition is going to be too busy. There's not enough white of the page, or what we call negative space or background. So I'm going to edit this a little bit. So I'm going to remove some of these leaves to create more negative space. So I can see how that's looking. Maybe several of these. Try to keep some little detail in here, like these little curlicue things are pretty cool. So I'm going to remove this one. I want to see lots of the page here, okay? So I can see more there. I'm going to do the same thing here, removing several of these leaves. Remember, I want lots of negative space, in this case the white of the page. So don't get one big leaf and lay it down here. I want several leaves, little branch-like things, and maybe I want them to kind of like intersect on here. So when I lay this down, it still looks kind of busy to me. So I'm going to remove some more of these leaves. I would like these leaves or these little branches to go off the page like this. And I'd like you to create some arrangement on here that gives you the leaf branch things and white of the paper almost kind of like in equal proportions, okay? So you can throw out the rest of these leaves. So I'm going to stop the video now, and I'm going to start on the second thing. So just so you remember, you're going to have your fine tip Sharpie. You're going to have your micron, 00 micron. You're going to collect some leaves from somewhere. You might have to take a little walk to collect some. Make sure you're not going to get in trouble for whatever you clip. And then you're going to modify this and lay this out on your piece of paper. I'm going to take an additional step on this before we go. So this will just be the introduction. Then you're going to lay out your pieces of paper, or lay these out. Actually, when you use the broad tipped lines that you create with your Sharpie, that's going to be what we use on our composition here. So I'll make a couple more steps, then I'll get started on the next video to show us our next step here.